I'll get it up.
All right, we're going live right now. We are live right now, and I didn't have enough time.
Birds, the facts.
What up, motherfucker?
You sound like a baby. Your audio quality is quite shit right now.
Welcome to Debate Back, everybody. I'm Dr. Taylor,
Or is that me?
the Epic Poop Off, and the Ray Bay. And we don't know what the fuck we're doing, but I think I know what we're doing. I sent you a link to a fucking video of a bunch of fucking muzzies doing Dawa, and I'm sure we'll be able to extrapolate something out of it.
Hey, do me a favor real quick, Taylor. Your audio is coming through a bit choppy.
How's my audio now?
Actually, both of you. Say something, Katie.
Yeah, I can hear myself echoing.
Okay, yeah, you sound great. Might be Taylor.
It's me.
It's you.
It's probably my fucking fan. It's like 105 degrees.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's probably because Taylor's head doesn't have any muffling qualities because he's got no hair.
Oh my god, why does this thing keep telling me my? I know it expired. I don't want y'all. Here, where is it? Where is it? Let me open this thing on up. You know, the nerve of these computers to constantly keep telling me, "Hey man, you need to update your fucking bullshit, your fucking firewall, and all your other nonsense." When Microsoft gives you these same things for fucking free.
Yeah, exactly. McAfee is bullshit. It's a scam.
It is. It's 100% a scam. Shit, it don't protect it don't protect a damn thing.
Not from the things that matter.
Let's see. Make sure I got everything on. I need to figure out how to get rid of the ads and shit. And stop the ads from popping up on my shit. Matter of fact, here we go. I think there might be some notification settings here. Don't show app icons. I don't know what the fuck that means.
So the Muslims, right? This is a group of Muslims that like do dawah, internet dawah.
All right, you sound much better.
Nobody seems to respect them but themselves. They're a self-admiration society, like the other Muslims we've had on the show.
So tell me more about dawa, or the word that you're saying. What is that?
Dawah is a bunch of fucking idiots that try to spread Islam by mentally masturbating. That's what they call it. That's like the word for it. Their religion, Dawahs.
I'm into that. Sounds good.
We're into that mental masturbation, yeah. Mentally masturbating with Islam. That's what they do. They do it a lot.
They go, the Aisha's not 9, right? She's not a child at 9 years old, right? Because like a child is somebody who hasn't menstruated yet. So like it's okay if she's only 9 as long as she has her period.
They say that?
I think yeah, that's what he tried to say. So it's wrong to say it's a child because she has a period, but don't say nothing about her. There is a hadith that talk about like the prophet used to when I was on my menses, the prophet would embrace me and give her a hug
Jesus
when she was on the rag.
Christ. Yeah, these guys are fucking weird.
So they assume that she's like, since she has her period, it doesn't matter that she's only 9 years old. So she's playing with dolls and shit, right? There's hadith about the dolls, but she was given an exception. She could play with dolls. Yeah,
They allowed her to play with dolls? Oh, that was so nice of them.
that kind of shit we're not supposed to make jokes about.
She had a wonderful childhood. She was allowed to play with dolls and marry old, greasy old men.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Ideal. Sugar baby.
they have to make it cool to marry 9-year-olds. They go a step further than the Catholics. They try to justify the shit they're doing.
We need to go back to those
The
days.
Catholics are, no, we can't be doing that. And if we do, we can't get caught. But they're
Yo.
all right, so it happened. The cat's out the bag. We just got to make that okay.
Maybe they should just write it into scripture.
Yeah. They should put it in scripture. I mean, I posed this question to a guy a while back, and I said, wouldn't it be just great if the Bible like just kept on going and going and just instead of stopping at the book of Revelations, like it'd be updated for like modern times. Then I could take it a little more seriously, as a historical text, because then it would be about the entire history of humankind from at least that point of Genesis all the way up to Revelations and beyond and shit. You know what I'm saying? All the way up to now. Right,
Yeah,
Taylor?
exactly.
Yeah, the Bible should just keep going.
Yeah.
Living document.
They knew there'd be a bunch of idiots that would come along and fuck it up. So they ended it, right? Kind of like this Obi-Wan shit. When you watch Obi-Wan, right?
You're not gonna talk shit about my boy Kenobi.
Obi-Wan's garbage. They killed the Grand Inquisitor. But we know.
Spoiler alert, by the way. But yes, they did.
He doesn't die. We already know he doesn't die. He's in Star Wars Rebels. He's alive like 10 years later, but he dies in
I
Obi-Wan.
know. Just thinking
How?
of our audience, man. Jesus Christ, man. Some people out here haven't watched Kenobi yet. Gosh, I
It doesn't
can't
matter
believe
if
you,
he
Taylor.
dies because there's already shit out that shows him alive and well further on in the future.
I'm talking about the Grand Inquisitor.
The Obi-Wan writers don't know what they're doing. They're already fucking up canon.
Wait, they killed Obi-Wan off in his own show?
No,
No,
but
they-
could. They can. If they want to, they can. Don't let it get past you. Obi-Wan can very much die at any point in the series. Because they're not gonna
Oh my god. I'm sitting here thinking like, wait, what?
die and then just without explanation show up as Alec Guinness in 1977.
Taylor, I'm gonna issue a fatwa against you. What you're saying is fucking sacrilege.
Obi-Wan is killing canon.
They could
Ridiculous.
retcon it and say that the guy that died to Darth Vader was pretending to be Obi-Wan and shit,
That's why they ended the Bible 2,000 years ago, because they knew at some point the Vatican would sell it to Disney and fuck it up.
Walt Disney presents the Bible
The Passion of the Christ.
in the beginning.
Almost 35th
story.
episode to the Corinthians.
The very first love story of Adam
Don't
and
say
Eve.
gay.
What, Taylor? What?
He's writing his 35th letter to the Corinthians. In times past, we had said homosexuality was wrong, and that's males and females. But there are more than males and females. There are over 25 genders. Or if not, Christ died in vain.
They be trying to do like all kinds of inclusionary shit, Jeez Louise. People
Yeah,
will be
they
arguing.
they always manage to do it weirdly too. Goodness.
Motherfuckers would be arguing over whether or not Adam and Eve is white or black or some shit. You know, be like, no, that's not right. Adam and Eve isn't white. That's crazy, man. You know, just acting all fucking retarded.
We can all agree though that Jesus was white, white,
Yeah, Jesus was lily white. I like
lily
my
white,
Jesus white.
pure. Oh,
When I was reading the Bible and I was reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, I did not envision a black Jesus. I didn't envision a Jesus with dreads and shit. I was envisioning Jesus as a white dude with blue eyes and brown hair, just like I seen in the movies. I'm
You
gonna
can
be
tell by
real.
the way he speaks English.
Yeah, exactly. And his name is Jesus.
He speaks English like a damn Shakespearean actor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
How many black people do you know do that?
Oh man. Facts.
When we gonna play the video?
oh Lord. Oh my God.
Dear Lord, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. I that's why when I found Jesus recently, I just knew. I just knew that, I would have to come to terms and come to grips with my own belief and shit, that Jesus is white
Well, you found Jesus. Where was he hiding all this time?
in my underpants.
I'm
I had to
All right.
drop that dude's hard.
Are we ready?
It's about time.
ready.
I'm ready. All right, let's kick this John off. 3, 2. Oh, I thought that was the video.
How you doing, guys?
Oh no.
Sorry, a little bit late. Just finishing off my dinner
No.
because the warm up went a little bit longer than I expected. Anyhow, welcome to I think it's episode 36 of the arena. So just for anyone who's new to the arena, basically this format is for non-Muslims, atheists, Christians, Hindus,
It's for
Islamophobes,
non-Muslims.
whoever you are.
Let's see how many
Anyone who wants to challenge Islam directly by
Why do you throw
challenging what they think
Islamophobes
is
up in there?
false about Islam, or something they think they can refute about the teachings of Islam, or anything like that, you're welcome to come on the stream. At the same time, you're also welcome to come on the stream if you don't know much about Islam, but you think Christianity is true. You can come on the stream and you can present Christianity, and we'll let you preach, man. We'll let you preach why you believe the Bible is reliable. We'll let you preach why you believe Jesus died for your sins or had to die for your sins, or whatever it may be. If you're an atheist and you believe that your ancestors were a fish, you're more than welcome also. If you're a Hindu and you believe in flying caveman, you're also welcome.
But you guys believe in fucking magical carpets and
challenge
shit.
Islam and Muslims, whatever you want to do. So this stream is for you, non-Muslims. This is an open forum for you to come on, make your claims. Please, no obscenities or anything like that. We'll just kick you. Muslims, please, I'm going to have a zero tolerance on you guys. So as soon as you come on,
if the wind picks it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miracle. The wind.
Not
I
really.
love how he took the time to shit on Hindus when the teachings of the Quran are, you accept your neighbors for who they are and tolerate their beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
But, to each his own, man. You fucking flying cavemen or whatever the fuck he said. What does that mean?
I believe in flying cavemen more than whatever the fuck they believe in and shit.
So they got the flying carpet, they got the flying donkey to the fucking moon. But the flying caveman, no. We draw the line. No. Cavemen do not fly.
No, they don't.
That is a sentient being. It cannot fly. That's be an inanimate object.
Mm-hmm. God damn it.
They don't fly, because regular men don't fly.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, one of my things, my is this guy Middle Eastern? Or is he like from Turkey?
He's a fucking British guy.
Oh,
Smoke
okay.
stains, with tobacco stained beard.
Yeah, because there's like this nasty trend of white dudes growing these little nut ass beards and wearing these baseball caps, and you know what I mean, Taylor. Just fucking being Muslim and shit and whatnot. And I'm like, why are y'all culturally appropriating the Arabic religion right now? No.
They have to force that bitch out. They're not allowed to landscape anything except for the mustache. That's why you see these Muslims with wild sideburns and shit.
Wait, when you say they're not allowed to landscape anything, you mean like anything, right?
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
That is.
that's why you see his beard all fucking wild and ungroomed and shit. That's his religious beard.
Well, the mind that I have led me to think of just untrimmed jungle to the point where you're shitting through a wicker basket. So like no landscaping at all anywhere on the body except the mustache.
So
Yeah.
you can't even
I think
shave
so.
your armpit hair,
I believe so.
not even like your balls or anything like that.
That's changing Allah's creation. Why would they
Wow.
do that? Except for their mustache, because that makes them look like fire worshippers.
Fire
Makes it-
worshippers.
Yeah, that was the thing. The Persians and shit worship the fire. The Zoroastrians. That was their
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
They have these big fucking handlebar mustaches. So they didn't want to look like them, with their beards growing all wild and shit. They didn't want their mustaches to look like that. Their
Oh,
enemies, so
God.
they cut their mustache off.
I say bring that back. That sounds dope.
Yeah, right.
The whole shebang.
Looking like some damn like Amish person or like Abraham Lincoln. I think Abraham Lincoln had like a beard and no mustache or some shit like that.
I was
Yeah,
thinking like Salvador Dali, with the.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I
little
was-
twirly twirl, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was popular. Yeah, no, because having a big mustache is a pain in the ass, dude.
It is. That's why I shave.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you shave, Katie?
Oh yeah.
You get them ingrown hairs?
I could grow a whole bird cage on my face, on my upper lip, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, she knows what she knows what she's talking.
hmm
You be our fucking spokesperson on facial hair.
Yeah, with the grain, absolutely.
It's not a Muslim stream. It's not a Muslim stream. We only have so many spaces for guests, and we have to respect the rights of the non-Muslim because this is their platform. This is their chance to get it off their chest. They're sick of these Muslims taking over their country. They don't want Sharon law or whatever it is. Yeah, this is what we're here for. Right. So, without further ado, so what we do, we invite you on. I'm going to change the format a little bit today. And the way I'm going to do it is because I'm going to help you guys. Because a lot of the guests who come on to challenge Islam or to present whatever it is, they ramble. And we're there listening, thinking, what are you talking about, mate? So what's going to happen today, inshallah, when you come on?
Wait, mate.
I'm going to ask you first, before the boys get involved, I'm going to ask you first what your belief system is. Because we want to see if you're being consistent or not. So if you're a Christian, you tell you're a Christian. If you're a Hindu, you're a Hindu. If you're atheist, agnostic, Sikh, whatever it is. We need to know what your belief system is so we understand what paradigm that you're approaching us with. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, I'm going to try to assemble,
Poor brave souls.
put together, put it in lights, yeah? Your claim, your point, what you're trying to make. Once we've established and you confirm that this is the point you're trying to make, then we'll throw it over to the gladiators and then they can chew it up. All right? So without further ado, I'm going to bring on the gladiators. So mashallah, all the way from across the pond is our brother Ijaz Trini. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Happy to be here with you, Hamza.
Look at that. They got Arthur
So
from
happy to have
PBS.
you. Been a while, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And, he's
And I
Arthur.
say,
Rahman from the Photo Venture Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, happy.
oh my god.
Arthur, this is a
You
format
still-
for
you
non
know- there you
Oh
go.
man.
Still can't hear you.
already.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now,
mashallah.
mashallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Beautiful.
Sorry, it's a very bad start.
Oh dear
Alhamdulillah.
Lord.
So all you
Assalamu alaikum.
atheists,
Thanks for having me on.
well, lovely to have you, my brother. Thanks for accepting. So all you atheists, mashallah, your questions are going to get responded to beautifully, inshallah. All you
Lies, deceit. No, they're not. No, they're not going to be responded to. You guys, you niggas ain't. God, language, Anthony.
So we got
You guys
a
ain't
show
even gonna.
for non-Muslims. It's a show for non-Muslims and so forth.
It's nothing
we
but
got
Muslims.
You see, it don't take long to see through the bullshit of Islam. These motherfuckers can't even make an introduction and have that freaking okay. This guy says, "Look, I'm gonna bring some non-Muslims on." And that didn't even fucking take a second to debug. What the fuck is this guy got? Is that a big old cup of Turkish tea?
It's probably coffee or some shit.
I thought it was wine.
Is that coffee? Wine? Oh, I don't even think they're allowed to drink.
I don't know.
Come defend your beliefs against a whole fucking shitload of Muslims that aren't gonna let you talk because you tend to ramble.
All right, let me continue this on.
Would-be philosophers out there. Abdurrahman's a man for you. And then we got Brother Yemeni. How you doing, Akhi? Salam alaikum.
Oh shit! We got another Muslim.
Alhamdulillah. He is the, you heard good cop, bad cop. This is the really, really nice.
What is
cop.
this heart bullshit they're
this is the
fucking
guy
doing?
that-
Like, come on now.
He might even take your side. How you doing, bro?
He's Louise.
He's your protector. He's one holding you back. Alhamdulillah.
So this is
Brother
not,
Shadiq is going to join us about 10 o'clock, inshallah.
Pretty
10
sure
to
I saw the both of you on us for the 70th Queen's Jubilee, in downtown outside of St. Paul's
Oh,
Cathedral.
we're gonna need
I've been
subtitles,
recently.
too,
No,
my
is that
friend.
not the case?
Oh my god.
we need motherfucking subtitles and shit, because I didn't understand one word he fucking said out of his mouth.
You're just talking about the Queen's Jubilee.
Oh, is that? Who give a fuck about what? Don't nobody give a fuck about the goddamn Queen's Jubilee. Shit, what the Queen of England? Fuck
Yeah,
her
the Queen of
Jubilee.
England.
Fuck her Jubilee.
Yeah, fuck
You
her
know?
Jubilee.
Man, and just a quick disclaimer to anyone who watches this video: debate the facts or whatever. What are we now? Debate the fake news does not speak out against religions. We do not chastise people for being a part of a specific religion. What we do is we debate the facts and we just rip on y'all fucking shit. All right, with that disclaimer out the way, I hope you guys fucking enjoy and shit. Where the fuck this motherfucker go?
He had to go look up the Queen's Jubilee, dude.
Oh my god, no.
But I'm
Don't
gonna
make a-
say, 3
Go ahead.
out of 4 of these men here on the screen, I bet you they all come home to good food, or cook good food.
Yeah. All right. Here, let me go back to this screen real quick, and, and I'm gonna put in my choices on that one. This guy right here,
Yeah.
this guy right here,
Mhm.
and this guy right here, right?
I don't know how you guessed that, man, but
Cause this motherfucker. I'm sorry. He don't look like. I'm sorry. He just does not look like his wife cooks for him. It's always these doughy, fucking large white men, with glasses, or just doughy white men with fucking baseball caps on their fucking head, becoming Muslim and shit. And then here you got the regular ass Arabs and whatnot. Like, I got nothing against these guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck's going on with my mouse? Oh, you know it's a piece of shit. That's what is wrong with it. All right, so these guys are regular Muslims. This motherfucker here, he's a perpetrator.
perp.
Man,
Abdul's hand.
oh, he probably punched the wall or some shit. Maybe he heard burnt
That's a
himself
punch in
cooking.
the drywall.
It's a weird way to spell Kyle.
Not spending enough time with his wife. He's online too much, doing some fucking mental gymnastics and shit with the other Muslims, and the one fucking token ass non-Muslim that ever would join a fucking platform like this.
I had to lean forward and look for where it was saying Kyle at. Thanks, Katie.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Come on the arena and challenge us. All 4 of us.
This is a gangbang. This is an unfair fight. Matter of fact, you know
Hell
what? Hold
yeah.
on. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to say this. These Muslims are a marginalized community in Western society. So I will say this. This is not an unfair fight. This is a fair fight for them, actually, because they're marginalized.
Right.
And technically
They're
they're
not-
minorities
not
in Western
marginalized.
society.
Right. They don't use toilet paper. They don't use Gillette, right? Gillette, they're not going to buy none of that. They're not doing anything for society. They're not.
These guys are clearly shaving. Okay? He's definitely shaving. Shaving. There's no way your hair just consistently grows on your face and stays that way. This
He's
guy right
trying to
here, this guy is dirty and dusty as fuck. All right? Dirty and dusty as fuck. These guys are just clean. You know what I'm saying? They clean. They know what they know how to live life. This dirty, dusty. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna stop ripping on them. I feel bad because
Hey,
they are
the
in
thing
my.
is, the white people have something to prove. They have to prove that they're Muslim enough. These guys, they don't. It's like, okay, everyone knows we're Muzzies. We have to tell you, like, if when they're not, just looking at them, they have to, like, if they're not Muslim, they have to tell you that. It's the same thing with the white guys. Got to tell you he's a Muslim. Got to grow his face out. Got to stop fucking white. Got to have everything Muslimed out, right? Muzzy shit, little fucking Arabic fucking air freshen sticker, Arabic bumper sticker. White people go all out when they get into something.
I'm surprised he doesn't have Arabic on his cap right now, like a certain somebody we know. You know,
Changed
just
his
out here
name.
posing and shit.
I bet you his name's like fucking Philip or Peter. He looks like Philip.
Oh man, it's got to be a British name too. It can't be like
Philip Duncan
Ted.
Chapman.
That's terrible. All right, let's see.
Germany looks like the guy who would be front in line to celebrate that, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
I was probably one of the people that graffitied over the Queen's statues.
He probably was sitting in front of the Queen's Guard, isn't it? All right. So without further ado, I'm going to put the link out there. There's already a Christian saying, "You're going to run from me again, Hamza." It's like so ridiculous, these people, man. All right. So
You probably are going to run from him again.
So like I said, the new format, and I'm going to try and speak as least as I can tonight, inshallah. I've got the guests to answer the questions.
Inshallah.
I'll just maybe chip in at the end. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to piece the point together, because you guys ramble when you come on. Not you guys, the guests. So, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, they ramble too much. There's too much rambling going
Who's our
on.
first guest?
Too much
Rambling
rambling
ass.
when we have a guest.
Look at that. No Muslims. First one in the back. Mohammed Salama. It's like, come on, man.
He wanted to come
yeah,
on,
sorry,
man.
I forgot to say that. Yeah, sorry, Zaku Hussein won't be joining. He had to pull out. He had personal things going on. So
Because he's from Birmingham, like, why would you invite people from that?
it's
ghetto?
because then nobody understands them. You go, all right, I'm doing there, right? Yeah. We're talking about the Old Testament now, all right? Sorry, what say? Can we have subtitles, please? I'm like, speak English, mate. Anyway,
Too much rambling.
Mike came on the warmer. I don't know if he kept complaining that
Hold
he
on.
couldn't
His
hear
name is
us.
Mike.
I'm sorry for the last time.
Mike.
Shit.
Why?
Anyway.
Who the
I'm not religious yet, but I have
It's our boy Mike.
searched
Yeah.
Islam for
I
about
don't even know
a
Mike.
year now. And
We're rooting for Mike right now.
think
His mic is
I
loud.
it holds some points of truth for me. I'm convinced with a lot of things in it, but there are only two questions that are holding me back, and I hope that you guys answer it.
Okay.
Is it okay?
So basically, right now you're not really religious at all.
Yes.
You believe in a creator?
Yes.
Oh no, so you believe in a creator. So okay, that's fine. So you're kind of a theist, but you haven't chosen which way to connect to a creator. Yeah.
In Islam, it's mentioned a lot. The jinn, you know the jinn.
We'll come to your questions. Don't worry. Just establishing your position.
They didn't bring them on to challenge them.
Okay, my position is clear. I have not anything extra to add.
So all right. So what's your question?
My question is jinn provable? Is it provable that they exist outside of Quran and Hadith?
Okay. So are you saying?
Yes.
I can't believe I'm repeating this question. Honestly, are you saying is there
Yes.
any reporting or evidence or record of jinn existing outside of the Quran and the Hadith? Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah.
And there is second question, but after this one.
No disrespect, Mike. We'll deal with this nonsense question first, and then hopefully the next
Wow.
question's a little bit tougher.
Why invite
All right,
people
who
on
would
if
like
you
to take this
just
one?
why invite people on if you're just going to just fucking insult them right from the rip, like and look at the confidence, the air of confidence he has because he has 3 actual Muslims over here. Fucking fakey, you're a fake.
I know, and he's tossing around Arabic sayings like inshallah, mashallah,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah. Like it just it just I get this very strong feeling of this guy is full of himself. Like there's a lot of arrogance, a lot of intellectual arrogance.
A lot of white boys when they become Muslim, they get that.
What was
They
the
get real
answer to the question?
arroganty. I don't even know what the answer to the question was. All I heard was him insulting his question and the fact that he had a question for them. I'll be honest with you, I didn't recall the answer to. You want me to go back?
Yeah, let's go back and review it real quick. I got caught up in the fuckery.
He asked him if there were mentions of jinn outside of the Quran and Hadith, and that's like
that's
a
a good
bad
thing.
question. He doesn't like the question, so.
Well, it's a good thing. Yeah, he didn't like the question. You could tell.
All right. So
My question is jinn provable? Is it provable that they exist outside of Quran and Hadith?
Okay, so are you saying?
Yes.
I can't believe I'm repeating this question, honestly. Are you saying, is there
Yes.
any reporting or evidence or record of jinn
Yes.
existing outside of the Quran and the Hadith? Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
And there is second question, but after this one.
No disrespect, Mike. We'll deal with this nonsense question first, and then hopefully the next question's a little bit tougher. All right. Who would like to take this one?
Okay.
Oh, I'll give it a shot.
Go on. Yeah.
First of all, welcome, Mike.
Welcome.
With regards to anything about the unseen world,
Yes.
obviously you cannot prove it other than through what you would have to take it on faith, and this is why Islam, like every other religion, is ultimately based on faith. However, we in Islam we reach that faith through a line of reasoning. So when you go down the route of trying to discover or rediscover, sorry, not rediscover, or learn about the existence of Allah, and you come to believe that Allah is the only God worthy of worship, and you believe that the Quran is true and it is revelation from Him. When you follow that path and through that line of reasoning, and you come through rational thought to accept these things, then to take that extra step to say, well, if I believe that the Quran is from God, and I believe that God doesn't lie, I believe He exists, then surely He must be telling us the truth about the existence of the jinn and what they do, the different kinds. And so,
The jinn must be true.
so with regards to the knowledge of the unseen, we don't know. We can't prove one way or the other. This is something we take on faith, but it is not unreasonable for us to take it upon faith because of the investigation that we've done and the rational conclusions that we come to, where we say, yes, Allah exists and He is worthy of worship, and the revelation He has revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is true.
Hamza definitely and for sure saves his farts in a jar to smell them for later.
Yeah, he's eating on stream, a full-on buffet.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
These comments we're getting.
My mic. Yeah, I'm looking at ex-Muslim and shit. What the fuck is this? He's a dumb Musbrit. Yeah, this fucker's eating on stream and shit. And look at this motherfucker, just balling, while the real Muslims, the real Muzzies are fucking answering the questions. I don't think he's gonna ever answer a question. That's my prediction.
Yeah, he's just gonna insult and then pass it on to somebody else.
Well, he probably doesn't know shit. He's probably just up there, for the fact that he's a white Muslim. Like many other white, we know a couple other white Muslims. And they tend to be a little fucking white saviors and shit in the Muslim community too.
Yeah.
That's why this is
Translators.
the first time I've had us do a video of this guy's channel. Even though there is an appearance of me, I have been on this channel before, by the way.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Why aren't we doing that video?
Because it's so old and fucking. When I went on there, they told me to go on there, and the guy did the same. He pulled the same shit with me. Like I came up there with like, hey, and I fucking threw a question at him, and he completely deferred it. And then some other Muslim tried to play the good guy, like, oh hey, I really respect your drive, but they didn't get anywhere. They did the exact same shit to this dude. So the guy's question was, were there mentions of jinn outside of Quran and Hadith? And the answer is obviously fucking no. All right, but no. Instead, right, to keep people from rambling, right? Let's not just give direct yes or no answers.
I mean,
There's
at
no
least he
idea.
was honest and said that they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Who said they didn't know?
He said
I'll
it
give
like,
them that.
it took him 20 miles to say a 1 mile thing, but
Because
This is what Dawa is. See, this is your question earlier. This is what Dawa is. This is how they defend their religion. They act like, oh yeah, we'll come in here and you can't touch us, right? All 5 of us to the one you, and you come in there and ask them a simple question, and they take it for miles and miles and miles and accuse you of rambling, and accuse you of floundering and waffling and doing all these fucking things.
yeah, so far the essence of that whole interaction was Hamza saying that was a stupid question and Al-Yemeni saying we don't know.
They try to answer it. It's too stupid for me to find an answer. So let my
It's
boy
just like
come defend your beliefs.
they don't know how. They don't know.
we don't know.
They have
That's
each other.
honest. It's an honest answer.
It's all about faith. It's all about faith, really. When it comes down to religion, it's all about faith, man. No matter what religion you are, it's not even just what Islam. It's the same with Christianity, Catholicism, and all that good jazz. It's all about faith at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has real. Even atheists have faith that God doesn't exist. We don't have proof, but we have faith. And I tried to tell that to an atheist one time. I was like, "Yeah, we have faith." No, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah. You don't really necessarily need religion to have faith and belief in something, but at the end of the day, we have faith that God doesn't exist, and that's what we're putting our faith in. Faith isn't always like a religious.
That's a bad
thing.
word. That's a very bad word in the atheist community. You
Yeah,
might as well just murder their children right in front of their faces. Horrible.
I'm a terrible atheist. I'm a very terrible one. I still sing gospel music from time to time.
Oh my god. You're gonna get excommunicated from the atheisms.
They're like, "You're gone. Give us your fucking atheist A tattoo off my arm and shit. just burn it off and shit.
So they
I
have
feel bad.
they have logical reasons to believe in a God. They gave both pseudo-biblical accounts of biblical figures and pseudo-historical accounts of Alexander the Great. They call it dual Cornane, right? And there's some unspecified logical reason that believed them to that God exists. Therefore, they'll believe anything he fucking says. Like there's jinns and stuff in your toilet that'll go up your butthole if you wipe with paper.
Wait, what? For real?
What the fuck?
That sounds like a good time. Shit.
Come defend your beliefs against these guys.
How are they gonna crawl up your butt if you've got a wicker basket
They love
protection
the filth.
butt hair? That's why they don't trim down there. It's protection
If you wipe
against the
with
jinn.
the jinn go up your butt.
Not if you've got enough ass hair to protect it, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I must be Muslim because like
The
no,
jingleberry.
I shouldn't talk about my personal effects like that. Never mind.
Bro, same. We're all human. We all have ass hair.
Look, we're already a couple minutes in, and we've got a whole spectacle.
Yeah.
This fool's
It's a
eating
real
with his
Spectacle and a
hand.
half.
The moment the real Muslims hopped up on screen, I knew it was going to be. This is going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those days.
Yeah, the second they hopped up, he's like, I gotta show how Muslim I really am.
Yeah.
Extra Muslim.
Let me
Muslims eat with their hands.
I say Islam, right? You know. Get
Yeah,
out of
Islam.
here. Islam.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah. You know.
Yeah, he's got an extra syllable in there.
Yo. I was like, you don't even need all that. I remember
don't even need all
Justin and
that.
Alhamdulillah.
and I had got into that, and we had a back and forth, and he's like, it's inshallah. I was like, listen, man, it's inshallah. All right, that's what I was taught. That's what I've heard. I mean, from where I'm from, my background and shit. I've lived with Muslims and shit, and that's how they pronounced it. I'm just gonna go with the easiest way I can fucking do so without putting a lot of extra strain on my voice and my body, because Arabic is just like, that's a strenuous.
It's a whole
fucking
different.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the way he says it like that. He sounds like inshallah. God, let's play the video and get it.
So what do you think?
So, yes, I think it's necessary to. What you want to say is, I have to. There is no point of faith if I always ask for evidence. That's right.
As it says in the Quran in Surah Al-Ma'idah in chapter 5 of the Quran,
Yes.
do not ask questions once something has been made clear to you, right? So there is no
Okay.
point, in essence, there is no point of asking so many questions that it would after you've received clarity. So once something is clear to you, there is no point of asking more questions because it's already clear to you. And if you ask more and more questions, you start leading yourself down a route where there's
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
doubt.
Yeah,
because
he's telling us
then you
there's
start
no point
asking
in asking
questions
questions.
that you will never get the answer to.
What did I miss?
There's no point in asking questions. The more and
Okay.
more questions you have, the more and more doubts you'll get.
Wow. You'll never learn anything if you don't ask questions.
Yeah, no, you say there's no point because they'll just lead you to doubts. So don't ask those questions. They're scary questions.
Don't ask questions.
Some people, they come to Christ, or they come to their religious leaning by asking questions. So, I think it's imperative that human beings ask questions.
That's definitely something valued in the Jewish communities, where questions are not only valued, but they're encouraged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a real good thing. It's not
It is.
valued in the
Challenge
atheist
Islam. Defend your beliefs. But there's no point in asking questions. Don't keep coming asking questions. They're not going to lead you anywhere but to doubt.
Sorry.
That's a fucking honest Muslim right there. He deserves an award.
He is honest.
That's
And he's got
pretty
great
honest.
hair too. He's got really nice hair.
If you keep
Oh,
asking
your
questions about my religion, it's just going to make you doubt it.
Al Yemeni's hair is on
There's
point.
no point.
Look at that shit. That's amazing. That's an immaculate set of hair.
Oh yeah.
The goatee, the beard, and shit. That is how you Muslim. Not like this. Not like
No.
this guy. This doughy, pasty motherfucker over here with the glasses and shit. Looking like a whole fucking nerd. Not you. Not you, sir. The rest of you guys are alright. You guys are fine. Mike, come on, show your face.
Because
Yeah, I wanna
that
see
would
Mike.
that clarity.
Turn this shit up,
So
baby.
what I'm saying essentially
You said turn it up?
Yeah, turn it up.
Yeah, turn it up.
Alright.
is once you have that clarity that Allah exists, He is the God of all the worlds. He has revealed the Quran to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that is true. Then the content of the Quran and the content of the Hadith is true as well, by default.
Okay.
By default.
I guess thank you
Everything
for
is
clarifying
true.
this.
No point in
The
question.
second.
Say that again.
Already accepted it's true. for an unspecified reason. So whatever the fuck that it's saying and shit that doesn't make any sense, there's no point to question it. No. That leads to doubting.
Well, it's true. You know, you can't debunk the truth. You can debunk a lie. You can't debunk the truth, Taylor. And what he's saying is real. Okay. All right. The real Muslims, anyway. I don't know about this guy. I wonder what he has to say about Islam.
He's going, I don't question my Quran. Okay, he could tell me all kinds of crazy shit. Like he could tell
It
me
looks like Hamza's ready to say something though. Look at it. Look at his posture. He's gonna say something, and it's gonna be mean. I bet you.
I think he's gonna burp.
Second question is related about ayah in the Quran. If, I really don't know. I don't have English translation, and I don't know it in English because I'm Arab originally. But if anyone will understand the ayah, please explain it to me. The one that goes أفلم يسيروا في الأرض فتكون لهم قلوب يعقلون بها. So basically the ayah means, from my understanding, is that
What is it? Sorry.
what?
What ayat?
The ayah that goes أفلم يسيروا في الأرض.
Sorry.
Just wait a second, please. Wait a second.
It's basically saying, do they not have hearts through which they reason or think or something?
Yes,
so basically,
yes,
the question is,
exactly.
how come they reason? How come reason is not
With hearts, yes. Yes, that's the question.
Well, you have heard the phrase "don't think with your head, not your heart," isn't it?
Yes.
Right. So do people think with their heart or their heads, or mixture, or both?
From what I know and from what science know, I think it's mind. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Some people act on their emotions, mate.
Well,
Yeah,
emotions
but
too.
also
Other
emotions come from the brain, as well.
Feelings.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
So just so I
disagreeing with this.
understand, you've been looking into Islam, and these are your questions that's causing you. Oh, I don't know if Islam is true.
No, I don't say that I don't know if Islam is true. I genuinely believe that it's true, but I want these things to be clear to me. That's it. You know, I don't have a problem accepting Islam even if these things aren't clear, but I would prefer them to be clear. That's it. So, does this ayah agree with science, or I just want clarification? That's it.
Yep.
Why
So
is
there's
science your standard? Why is your
Is it
why
clear?
Sorry.
Is it clear to you outside of Islam? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it is clear in science though. Don't know if you can see the article here.
No, we can't see.
No.
The screen is blurry.
Basically,
Blurry
I'll put the
shit.
link into the chat. But pain, is it
Okay.
all in the brain or the heart? It's available on pubmed.gov, which is the National Library of Medicine, National Center for Biotechnology Information, I believe by the US government. And the abstract basically is, does the heart play a role in thinking and in emotional moderation? And as it turns out, scientists, at least from the 1990s, 1991, have demonstrated that there is an intrinsic cardiac nervous system. So yes, there is a heart brain that composes at least 40,000 neurons that are alike neurons in the brain, meaning that the heart has its own nervous system. So yes, but on the surface and scientifically, it seems to indicate that the heart is used for thinking in some capacity.
Arthur from PBS came out
Thank you so
fucking
much.
ball to come and tell us that the heart has a nervous system. So yes, it is thinking.
Well, if you look at it too, like there's many more neurons in the system of our gut, in our colon. So do we have like gut thinking as well?
There is that
What
saying.
thinking?
Thinking with your gut.
Yeah, thinking with your gut, feeling with your gut. Like
Right.
I really don't like Hamza's vibe. Like he just comes out attacking right off the bat, and it makes no sense to me because like to me, Mike is asking very honest questions.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Hamza is like, there's just this rigidity about him that I really am not a fan of.
It's the hat. It's the hat for
It's
me.
the fucking hat. It's too tight. That's what it is. It's too
He's
tight.
got like this this whole middle-aged dad vibe going on and shit, who's trying to like find himself and his identity. And I just like, I'm like, you know, like you look at the real Muslims, look at the Arabs,
They're
they
just
look
chilling.
comfortable.
They're listening.
Yeah.
Hamza said Middle Age, more like Middle East. Am I right? It's bad.
Oh man, that was good.
But so from what I understand, and I don't speak Arabic at all, but I have studied a little bit of Rumi, the poet, and the Arabic language is very porous. Like one word has a whole, like just multifaceted meanings, and that's why poetry in Arabic is so beautiful. I think that when Hamza tries to cram the ideology and the belief system of Islam into his very Western mind, all the rigidity that we associate with that religion comes through, and he comes off as an asshole.
Yep. He's a real asshole.
Him and his fucking hat, dude.
Just looking at him, he's a fucking asshole.
I mean, he's like all chewing and talking and shit. Well, what'd you say? What about your fucking question?
Where in the Quran does that say it?
What was the ayat again? What was it? What was it? I'm just chewing my food disrespectfully and talk with my mouth open. Chew with my mouth open. Wow. No one's taught him manners.
I bet he wipes and eats with the same hand.
They said the heart has its own nervous system, according to a doctor in the 1990s. Therefore, your heart's thinking.
Well, you know, I was going to say this too, like with the thinking with the gut. Yeah, you know what? When my stomach rumbles, what it does is it sends a message to my brain, and my brain tells me, hey, let's go take that dookie real quick.
Yeah,
You know,
take the dookie.
take it. Everything in the human body is like connected.
Mm-hmm.
It's all connected. So
One organism.
right. You know, it's not like it's a separate thing and like it's thinking for itself. Obviously, your heart doesn't think for itself. You know, there are a lot of neurons and just inner workings in this fantastic machine that we are, that is just like compelling it to beat and to fucking keep us living and pump
And
blood
shit.
and shit. Yeah,
Like big shits.
I took a couple of those today.
Good job, dude. I'm so proud of you, man. That's good stuff.
It's just amazing. I was just like, I gotta clean out my system. It was the water lapped up on my butt cheeks real quick. I had to hop in the shower afterwards. I was like, oh no, man, I can't linger with that water on my butt cheeks like that.
That's when you know you've had a good shit. Purified inside and out.
Thoroughly cleansed.
Are you ready to accept Islam? Because you said you had two questions.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Hamza, take it away.
You ready to become a Muslim, yeah?
What?
You ready to become a Muslim?
Does it? Yes, I'm ready. Is it? Do I become Muslim automatically if I believe, or?
No, it is better for you to recite the Shahada.
You have to recite the Shahada.
Okay.
Hamza?
That was it.
I'm ready. Do I have to do it now?
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know how to say the Shahada?
Yes, I'm.
I'm gonna say this real quick. He has to do it right then and there.
Yeah, instant conversion.
Oh my God, Hamza jumped all on that too. He's like,
Yeah, he said.
Nope.
He said, "I'm gonna baptize you tonight." Have you noticed though, Hamza like takes on the accent of his folks. Like he starts talking like he's got a Arabic accent.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking, like, what is he? Is he Middle Eastern or is he white? I didn't want to be like disrespectful and just like jump right on out, because you know I know what an Arab looks like, and I know what a white guy looks like. I also know what a white guy looks like.
That's a white guy.
You know, huh? Yeah, he's
Fucking
definitely.
drag him, Ray. Just drag him, dude. Get into it, man.
It really kills me to see these regular white dudes, these pasty, doughy, fat motherfuckers just going out of their element, culturally appropriating these fine gentlemen over here, fucking religion and whatnot, growing out the beard and shit. Hamza, you should just like be comfortable with who you are as a person. If you want to be a Muslim, fair enough, be a Muslim, but you don't have to go and do all this shit and grow out your goddamn beard. Because look at the regular Muslims. Look at the regular Muslims over here. They don't fucking grow out shit. They don't grow nothing out. They're chilling. They're living their best life. You're in a Western society. If you were living in like fucking Afghanistan or Yemen or Turkey, then I can totally understand you growing out your fucking beard. But you live in England, dude. You live in Britain or some shit. So you're not like, beholden to have to grow your fucking beard out. Nobody's gonna come down, kick down your door, and be like, "You don't have your beard grown out.
You're
Grow
not
it
Muslim.
out."
He ordered the extra sauce.
Be it extra, and then a hat on the top of your head. I don't know. It's just extra tight.
Yeah, I find that because like Islam is it's intertwined within like Middle Eastern culture, Arabic culture, Persian culture, and all the countries adjacent to those areas. But like, I think where I don't know, it just seems like there's this over-identification with the cultural aspects of Islam that don't cross over very well into the white world. Because if you look the part, then you're more Muslim,
Yeah.
But if you don't feel it in your heart, then you're just an asshole with fucking a YouTube channel.
Facts.
Okay, let's say it then.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
I'm sure you're not Muslim.
It's Muslim.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, thank you guys very much.
Either way.
Thank you guys. Yes, I was raised. I basically live in a Muslim community. That's it. That's why I know.
Are your parents Muslim?
Thank you guys. Yes.
So when did you leave Islam?
Yeah.
What?
Mike,
When
you're
did
like
you leave Islam?
90% there.
I didn't leave Islam. My family basically is so open-minded that they didn't care that much. You would call them Muslim by names. So that's why I started questioning, and then I started researching.
Okay, mashallah. Okay.
And I watched so much of your stream, this Hamzadan. I watched so much of it that many questions became clear to me.
Yeah. Okay. But these are two
You
questions.
guys are doing a great job.
Alhamdulillah. All right, my brother. You take care. I have to kick you off now because you're a Muslim. Assalamu
Okay.
It's a non-Muslim stream, mate.
That's fucked up. That's you guys can use the fifth
You tried for
Muslim.
ages to come on earlier. That's a weird one, wasn't it? But it's true. I always say this. Just because your parents are Muslim,
Look at pause that shit.
Still understand why you believe Islam is true.
Bullshit. This motherfucker could realize how bullshit that shit was.
Which one now?
Look at them. They got them. They gave him the half-ass answers. So, okay, I'm ready to take him a shahada then. Gives him a bullshit shahada. and Hamza's like, all right, I gotta kick you off the stream now, mate, because it's a non-Muslim stream, even though I got fucking 4 Muslims on here.
Yeah, I mean, that was the quickest conversion that I've ever seen ever, like in the history of my whole life.
But
He
Hamza
came on, he asked 2 questions that were not answered. What?
Hamza don't want us to think about that too much, so he kicked him right the fuck on out of there. Like, hey, you're a Muslim now, and like, get the fuck out. So we need non-Muslim.
Oh man,
These
we don't have time.
Look at them. Look, they just got a shahada, and look how happy they all are. Watch this.
That was the most half. That wasn't a shahada. I'm sorry, I'm not Muslim, but even I know that was not a fucking shahada. It wasn't official.
Even Mike said that he's not a Muslim. Like, he never left Islam.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fair enough.
But like they just asked him, "Are you ready to take the what is the word now?
Shahada.
Shahada?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the whole thing just seems like his questions weren't even really answered all the way. They kind of just like Hamza was just like, "That's a stupid fucking question." Abdul said, or no, Al Yemeni said, "We don't know." And then what was his other question?
Um,
The one after
what
the
was it?
jinn
Let me see.
question.
It was.
Oh, it was the
thinking-
heart one. It was the
yeah.
heart one. Yeah.
So and they didn't really get anywhere on that.
No, they know it's a bullshit shahada. Look at them. When they had
Yeah.
Khalil take his shahada, they were all about it for like 2 hours.
Right.
This guy got a quick shahada. Said, "All right, now I got to kick you off the stream, mate." This is no Muslim stream. Not a single one of them is phased by that shahada.
Hamza looks like, what the fuck was that? Trini over here looks like, yeah, that was something. Abdul looks bored as shit, and I'm gonna be honest, Al over here is just like, we did it, guys. We fucking did it.
We fucking
We
did
got
it.
another one.
Yeah, Abdul looks like he's been fighting a migraine since the stream started.
His hand probably hurts. I don't know.
That's what Islam is, a 24-hour migraine.
No.
You can't just take it for granted, because if that's the case, if your place of birth or family of birth is a definition or defining truth for you, then all the Hindus and Christians and everybody all have the same excuse to say, yeah, well, our beliefs is true. That was a weird one. Anyway, I think this next guest is going to be fun. Did you have anything to add to that? Sorry, Abdurrahman. There's nothing to really add, was it, about the jinns or, what was the other one? Was it about the heart? I mean, that should be astounding. That should be astounding to people. If what you've just said, Ijaz, about how the heart has neurons and thinking.
Well, it was like 30 years ago. I just think that
no,
most
but
people don't
still,
read.
I'm not saying scientific miracles in the Quran, but just say, well, why would the author of the Quran put something like this in? But then it could just be a metaphor, the way that like I say, think with your heart. Don't think with your heart, think with your head, or whatever. Anyway, here's someone who thinks with his heart. Charles.
Hello, how are you?
Fantastic.
Okay, so my question is, why is Jesus called the Messiah?
All right, so just to remember the new format, you're a Christian, yeah?
That is correct.
Okay, and you want to know why Jesus is called the Messiah?
Wait.
That is correct.
And why do you want to know that?
Why?
I think it's an important thing to know. Do you agree?
Why?
Okay, so can you be a Muslim and not accept Jesus as the Messiah?
No.
Okay, so my question would be as follows. Why is Jesus called the Messiah?
There's an easy answer to this. Do you want the easy answer or the lengthy answer?
You can give me either or.
Okay, quite simply put, at least the Messiah in ancient Israel, there was no specific the Messiah HaMashiach. There were multiple Messiahs to come, like the Essenes believed. And I think even throughout the Hebrew Bible, Cyrus is called a Messiah. Isaiah 59:20 has a Redeemer or a Messiah as well. This becomes the Messiah with Paul in his writings in Romans 11:26. But the point simply to put is that the role of a Messiah is a reformer and religious authority for the children of Israel, in the same way that prophets hold that office outside of the children of Israel. So in Islam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Abraham, he is called Khalilullah, the friend of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has the title of Habibullah, the beloved of Allah. And Isa al-Masih, he has the title of al-Masih, because this is the title which Allah has given him, and it simply means that he holds a role of religious authority over the children of Israel. That is the basic and general
Okay, so
meaning.
that is actually, when I'm referring to the Messiah, I was talking about just the Quran and the Hadith in general, and the meaning behind it. So when we look
I gave an answer with that in mind, yes.
Of course, you gave me an answer, but that answer is not actually correct. Ibn Abbas disagrees with you in the tafsir of Al-Imran, ayah 45. He gives multiple different meanings to the word.
We don't have a tafsir of Ibn Abbas. We have something attributed to him, but this is typically weak.
Ibn Kathir says
You're
the
allowed
one
to go to
rub,
him.
right? Ibn Kathir says the one to rub. Al-Tabari says something different. So there's no real consensus of the word meaning of the
There
Messiah.
does not need to be a consensus about it, but we do
Okay, so
affirm that
you
he
don't
is
have-
Al-Masih.
Okay, so when you said it's somebody for Israel, right? Your scholars just do not say that. They say something different. Ibn Kathir says.
Where do they put that Al-Masih is something for people outside of Israel?
Okay, so when we talk about the Quran or the Hadith, right? That's what I got from the scholars.
No, but where do they say that? Because you seem to have checked the references. So where do the references say that Al-Masih is something not only for the children of Israel?
Okay, so in the tafsirs of Al-Imran, ayah 45.
Which tafsir says that Al-Masih is for children only not only for the children outside of Israel?
No, so the tafsir from Ibn Kathir says the one to rub. I can quote it for you if you like.
No, but listen to the question one more time. You said that my understanding does not cohere with the understanding of the tafsir. So which tafsir says that Al-Masih, that this office Untitled, includes for children in Israel and outside of it, but is not only for the children of Israel?
No, your definition is different to what your scholars have said.
Listen to the question. Listen to the question again. Forget my definition. Where does it say that the office holder for Al-Masih, that this is not only for the children of Israel?
It doesn't say that, but that's...
It doesn't say that, but that's the conclusion you came to, right?
My conclusion...
So your conclusion is not stated by any tafsir that you've read.
So my conclusion of the word Messiah is there's no consensus and there's no understanding what the actual word means or the role of the Messiah.
No, so this will be incorrect. Onomastic.
An epic tale. This guy, this fucking idiot, all right? He came into the chat, right? This fucking idiot said, yes, he cannot be a Muslim unless he believes Jesus is the Messiah. Now he's trying to redefine the Messiah as only for a certain group of people.
Who, Charles?
No, zoom in on him. The fucking idiot with his eyes closed right now.
All right, let me see some.
Zoom in on that little fucking mole-looking motherfucker. Look at that. Yeah, zoom in on.
Trini?
Zoom in on that beautiful face he got right there. He's trying to fucking redefine the guy's question now with as much mental might as he's got. And look at him. He's hard at work right now trying to do it. All right? The guy came in from the gate and asked, like, could he be a Muslim if he did not accept Jesus as the Messiah? All right?
Right.
And he got him. He committed to that. Now this motherfucker's using every little mental ounce of jizz that he's got in that fucking whatever you call a head of his. All right? And it's a very beautifully shaped head. All right? Allah definitely made this guy, right? He spent a little extra time making the fucking facial features on this guy. Look at him. Look at him. And he's going to sit there, right, after telling you, you have to believe Jesus is the Messiah, and tell you that Jesus is only a Messiah to Jews.
Jesus
honestly,
to everybody, wasn't he?
I wasn't tracking that conversation at all. I got lost. I got lost in what question was being asked and what was being answered.
I got lost.
He got owned, and he's trying to change. He's using everything he can to change the dynamic of his ownership. He's trying to change the whole parameter to where Jesus is only a Messiah for Jewish people. And where does it say anything else? And he's not going to let that go because he already knows he committed to that Jesus is a Messiah for him too.
Right.
And he's not no Jew.
Gentile.
So he's going to spend the rest of his fucking time trying to shape that game board to a game that he can win.
Ooh.
Let me zoom out of his face.
That Dungeons and Dragons ass motherfucker.
Does he is he a D&Der?
He looks like one.
He does. So
I caught that right from the gate.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I was like, all right, but like in the Bible, you know, it says that Jesus came down for the Jew and Gentile. You know what I'm saying? Just in so many words. And I would assume that Gentile meant anyone who is not Jewish.
Right.
anyone who's not Jewish.
I mean, he came in and asked if he could be a Muslim without accepting Jesus as the Messiah, and they all said no unanimously.
Right.
Right. So then he asked, like, what is the Messiah? And he quoted Hadith scholar, and then that motherfucker took off on a mental tirade about how Jesus was the Messiah to the Jews.
Can we rewind it? I feel like I need to understand this thing again. Fucking Taylor, man, he's quick as fuck. I don't understand how he does that shit.
I don't know how it's going over your head. You're supposed to be smart, Katie. You got glasses on and everything.
It's
Unbelievable.
just a prop. This is all just a prop. I don't know what's. I've got the room temperature IQ, dude.
No, I can dig it. Yeah, like basically what Taylor said in layman's terms. Homie came in, asked about the Messiah. Can they be Muslim and shit? And let me see here. Let's take it from the top.
Yeah.
So, can you be a Muslim and not accept Jesus as the Messiah?
No.
Okay, so my question would be as follows. Why is Jesus called the Messiah?
There's an easy answer to this. Do you want the easy answer or the lengthy answer?
You can give me either or.
Okay, quite simply put, at least the Messiah in ancient Israel, there was no specific the Messiah HaMashiach. There were multiple Messiahs to come, like the Essenes believed. And I think even throughout the Hebrew Bible, Cyrus is called a Messiah. Isaiah 59:20 has a Redeemer or a Messiah as well. This becomes the Messiah with Paul in his writings in Romans 11:26. But the point simply to put is that the role of a Messiah is a reformer and religious authority for the children of Israel in the same way that prophets hold that office outside of the children of Israel. So in Islam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Abraham, he is called Khalilullah, the friend of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has the title of Habibullah, the beloved of Allah. And Isa al-Masih, he has the title of al-Masih because this is the title which Allah has given him, and it simply means that he holds a role of religious authority over the children of Israel. That is the basic and general meaning.
So that is actually, when I'm referring to the Messiah, I was talking about just the Quran and the Hadith in general and the meaning behind it. So when we look
I gave an answer with that in mind, yes.
Of course, you gave me an answer, but that answer is not actually correct. Ibn Abbas disagrees with you in the tafsir of Al-Imran, ayah 45. He gives multiple different meanings to the word.
We don't have a tafsir of Ibn Abbas. We have something attributed to him, but this is typically weak.
Ibn Kathir says
you're allowed to go to him.
Right? Ibn Kathir says the one to rub. Al-Tabari says something different, so there's no real consensus of the word meaning.
There does not need to be a consensus about it, but we do affirm that he is Al-Masih.
Okay, so when you said it's somebody for Israel, right? Your scholars just do not say that. They say something different. Ibn Kathir says...
Where do they put that Al-Masih is something for people outside of Israel?
Okay, so when we talk about the Quran or the Hadith, right? That's what I got from the scholars.
But where do they say that? Because you seem to have checked the references. So where do the references say that Al-Masih is something not only for the children of Israel?
Okay, so in the tafsirs of Al-Imran, ayah 45.
Which tafsir says that Al-Masih is for children only outside of, not only for the children outside of Israel?
No, so the tafsir from Ibn Kathir says the one to rub. I can quote it for you if you like.
No, but listen to the question one more time. You said that my understanding does not cohere with the understanding of the tafsir. So which tafsir says that Al-Masih, that this office and title, includes for children in Israel and outside of it, but is not only for the children of Israel?
No, your definition is different to what your scholars have said.
Listen to the question. Listen to the question again. Forget my definition. Where does it say that the office holder for Al-Masih, that this is not only for the children of Israel?
It doesn't say that, but that's...
It doesn't say that, but that's the conclusion you came to, right?
My conclusion...
So your conclusion is not stated by any tafsir that you've read.
So my conclusion of the word Messiah is there's no consensus and there's no understanding what the actual word means or the role of the Messiah.
No, so this will be incorrect. Onomastics of the tafsir dictate that this is something specific to Isa himself, and this
Yes.
specificity is that because he's from the children of Israel. If
Okay,
you've
so
read
we
anything
understand.
if you've read anything of onomastics in the tafsir literature, you would know this. So what, which field of which scholar of onomatology have you read on this?
Okay, so when I look at the tafsirs, right, first of all, we can see that you have said that Jesus is, or Isa is the only Messiah, right? So anyone calling people more than calling that there's many Messiahs or all prophets are Messiahs is
No,
Charles, what's your point? I'm done with this now.
Incorrect. To
Ijaz
be
has
clear, I
responded to you.
said, yeah, to be clear, I said that Jesus is the only Messiah declared in the Quran.
Right,
This
then.
is what
Charles,
we
what's your point?
So don't
What's your
change my
point?
words, please. Thank you.
What's your point?
Okay, so like I'm trying to state here is there's no consensus of the
Who
word.
cares? What's your point?
I will explain my point if you give me
Tell us
time.
your point then.
Okay, so when we look at the word Messiah, right, and we look at it through
What's
the
your point?
Quran or the Hadith, we can't see
your
a
point,
general
Mike?
Oh, okay,
meaning.
so what? What's your point?
Okay, so why should I accept in a religion that's not clear in detail? Why should I look at the
Very
Quran?
What? Say that again, what's your point?
Well, why should I look at the Quran, look that it's not clear in detail at what the word Messiah means, but when I
Okay.
go to the Bible and I see what the Messiah means,
Okay,
I can
watch
see that-
this. Watch this. Please do me a favor. Go to the Torah, the Pentateuch, and tell me what the definition of the Messiah is within the Pentateuch.
Okay,
I
so
want the
when
clear
we look
definition.
when we look in the Bible, we can see the Messiah means
The
anointed.
Pentateuch, which is the first book of Moses, right? This is the teaching.
And
You-
I'm a
yeah.
Christian, so I don't go just based on that. I'm trying to
Okay.
show you again that in
No,
the
hold
Bible,
on.
I can clearly
Hold on.
show you what the word Messiah means.
Before it gets any worse, okay? This is the ayat that was thrown in their faces. All right, it says here. All right, which is Al Imran, which is chapter 3, verse 45. When the angel said, "O Miriam, Allah gives you the news of the word from him whose name is Messiah, the son of Maryam, the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, a man of status in this world and in the hereafter, and one those who are near to him and to Allah." It'll say nothing about Jews. It says he's the Messiah in this world and the world after. Right? And this calf spheres. Hold on, where do I get the calf spheres on Quran.com? What did he say? Ibn Kathir? Ibn Kathir.
Kafir, yes.
All right, this is the task sphere. When the angel said, "O Miriam, verily Allah gives you the glad tidings of the word from him. His name will be Al-Messiah, Isa, the son of Maryam, held in honor in this world and the hereafter, and he will be one of those who are near to Allah." All right? Delivering the good news of Miriam and Jesus. The ayah contains the glad tidings the angels brought to Miriam that she would give birth to a mighty son who of a great future, Allah said. Remember when the angel said, "O Miriam." Yeah, it doesn't give no.
It doesn't say that he's the Messiah. For
It doesn't say anything about this. Isa, the son of Mary, married Isa to his mother because he did not have a father. Held in honor in this world and the hereafter, and will be the one to, meaning he will be a leader and honored by Allah in his life because of the law that Allah will reveal to him, setting down the scripture to him along with other bounties that Allah will grant him with. Isa will be honored in the hereafter and will intercede with Allah by his leave or behalf of some people, just as the case of the brethren. He will speak to the people in the cradle and manhood, calling to worship of Allah alone, without partners, while still in the cradle is a miracle of Allah. And then here's the hadith. No infant spoke in the cradle except for Isa. That's the hadith. Isa's created without a father.
Oh, is Isa's Jesus, right?
Mhm.
Yes. But see, like in the Tafsir, it doesn't say anything about that Messiah. It says he will be called the Messiah and he will be revered both in here and the hereafter. But like throughout that whole little exegesis of what that's supposed to mean, it doesn't say anything about the Messiah part.
Right.
And that's what he's floundering around with right now, trying to say like, oh, Isaiah was the Messiah. Nah, these fuckers in the Pentateuch could say the one that bears the oil, the anointed one. And that's why he's trying to send him to the Pentateuch, and not to the OT, but to the Pentateuch, because there is no prophecy of a Messiah yet. And he knows that. He's trying to be evasive on purpose. Trying to send him on a wild goose chase and go, hi, you're on a wild goose chase.
Shit.
So what is Ijaz's point then? He's saying that there is no evidence that Jesus is the Messiah for not only the Jews, so that's like it doesn't directly say that he's not.
They kicked the
What's
guy off
that?
the stream.
Hold on just a second.
They kicked him off the stream, but what he got them on the point that the Quran's saying that Jesus is the Messiah, but the Quran doesn't really know what that means, so it just says that. And they have to figure out what it means themselves.
Yeah, it sounds like from how they're treating that word, it's just the name that God bestowed upon Jesus, or the name that Allah bestowed upon Jesus. Oh gosh, my foot's asleep.
Yeah.
Well, in Arabic, Messiah means God's anointed. So like, there's like David, right? He's Messiah. Saul's the Messiah. They call each other the Messiah. Both of them call each other the Messiahs at some point. But this prophecy, the messianic prophecy, right? The Jews believed in. They were calling the Messiah, right? Like, who's the Messiah?
Right.
That's
like
all
Isaiah, yeah.
It translates to one that's being like has the oil poured, that God chose to lead them. So, like, they're using that terminology and it's a specific meaning that there's somebody that God's gonna bring through to lead them out of captivity, and it mainly starts around them, right? These messianic prophecies.
And so the argument that Ijaz is trying to forward is that there's not just one Messiah.
Well,
right?
it's the same case with like the chosen one, like you say, like, oh, Leo's the chosen one. All right, and then like, I'm at work and somebody says like, hey, Taylor, you got to go do that. So I'm the chosen one all of a sudden. Like, hey, that doesn't mean I'm Neo from the Matrix. It just means I'm the guy that was chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Chosen one, right? Anyone can be the chosen one.
If anyone's the chosen one here, it's Ray. He's got mad main character energy.
I mean, like, if
Oh
we
my
say
gosh,
like,
thank
hey,
you.
man, you gotta go out and pick up the trash. You're the chosen one. But no, but like they have a specific meaning when they're saying the Messiah. There's a specific meaning to that. There's a context to that. And these fucking idiots are floundering around with this. The Quran doesn't give anything to that. They stole that from the Bible, and they have no understanding of what it means.
They don't
So
want
now
to
he's
accept
trying to
Jesus
send them on
as
a
the
wild
Messiah.
goose chase to the Pentateuch, where nobody's talking about no chosen one.
Right? Is Isaiah not part of the Pentateuch? That's just Old Testament?
Well,
the book of Isaiah?
In the Torah, right, there is no chosen one because there's nothing pertinent to a chosen one there. There's only a mention that a prophet will be raised up. They don't have any kings of Israel yet. They don't have anything like that. There's nothing that's like way back in history. That's like go back to your fucking Revolutionary War and mention the Patriot Act or some shit. That's how desperate he is to get away from that
Patriot Act for the Revolution. This just really clarifies for me how deeply I need to do my readings in all three Abrahamic religions.
And that's how desperate he is to get away from that topic because he wasn't able to verbally masturbate out of it the first time. And the guys told him, like, look, I've read your scholars, and there are Hadith scholars and stuff that go like, hey, they try to make sense of it. They go like, hey, the Messiah, he's just a guy to the Jews. That's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like tried that, and he goes, well, they don't really say much about it. Like the Ibn Kathir didn't say anything about it.
Right, and I mean they started it out with saying that you can't be a Muslim and not accept Jesus as the Messiah.
And that's it. You just arbitrarily accept that, but there's no explanation as to what he's the Messiah of. And they can say
Right.
he's Jews, but that contradicts the fact that they have to accept him as the Messiah. They're not
Right.
Jews.
Well, let's get into it. Let's continue on. Let's see where this goes.
Let's see how they kick him off the stage.
Oh, poor Charles.
Do you think Jesus is an important prophet in Islam? This is for you, Hamza. Let's see if me and you can talk. Do you think Jesus?
For which people?
Do you, for Muslims, do you think Jesus
No,
is
no.
an
Who was
important
Jesus sent
prophet?
to?
Jesus was sent for everyone.
No, who was he sent to?
He
No,
was
not
sent for
controversial,
Israel,
no.
but he sent for everyone.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. Why did you do
That's
that?
what the verse said.
This is
Clearly
very
said that.
simple. We can read 1 Timothy.
What'd you say, Taylor?
That's what the verse we just read literally says, that he will be renowned both here and the hereafter for all. It's Quran chapter 3 verse 45.
Yeah, not to mention John 3:16, for God so loved the world, not just the Jews.
Look at, remember when the angel said, "Oh Miriam, verily Allah gives you the glad tidings of a word from him. His name will be Jesus, the son of Miriam, held in honor in this world and the hereafter, and he will be one of those who are the nearest to Allah."
And the first person he revealed himself to was not as a Messiah or as the Messiah, was not an Israelite.
These fools don't even know their own
It was a
religion.
Samaritan woman. You know, these guys are fucking dumb. They're dumb as
They're
bricks.
joke. It's like a joke.
They don't want to acknowledge that Jesus is.
They
the
don't even
end
know
all
their
and
whole
end all.
religion.
First Timothy 1:15.
Why do you believe what 1 Timothy says?
Because it's in the Bible and I believe the Bible.
Why do you believe the Bible's true?
Okay, so now,
why should the Bible be a standard of truth that we should adhere to?
so now what we have done, right, instead of answering my question about what the word
You were
Messiah means,
answered and then asked again, and you feel
No,
like
you
were
haven't
Thank
answered.
you.
I'll tell you exactly what's happened, mate. We'll take you on the Yellow Brick Road to Oz, mate, and we're pulling back the curtain, and there's a little old man there, and there's no wizard. All right.
Okay,
That's
so
what we're doing to you, because we're
what
showing
we
your
have done-
inconsistency and your hypocrisy and your double standard. That's what we're
No,
doing.
we
Simply,
haven't. No,
you're using its standard. You said Timothy as if this is some authority. Why is Timothy an authority of anything?
because, okay, so make it simple for you, right? I believe the Bible, right?
Why?
And that's my authority.
Why?
right?
Why do you believe the
Because
Bible?
I believe it's reliable.
Why do you believe in a book that you don't know who wrote it? Why do you believe in it?
Okay, so now we have gone off topic, right? And I want.
Ta-da, Charles. Ta-da, Charles. Ta-da, Charles. Ta-da, Charles.
Good boss.
Oh, poor Charles.
Don't
Idiot.
people understand that you can't just say something in a
Damn.
vacuum and it's...
That
The
was
guy's a
cold.
fucking all-out idiot. He doesn't know the Quran. Timothy is not, like you say, why is Timothy Timothy's the recipient of a letter from Paul. Right? It's Paul the one writing the letter to Timothy. So he doesn't even know that. he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know the fucking point. He doesn't know why he's being asked. He doesn't know the fucking part of his religion he's defending.
What I'm wondering is why there's so much vehemence behind, like, well, why do you believe that? Why do you believe that document is true? I mean, the same thing could be said about the Quran. The same thing could be said about the Torah. You know? Oh, there's a kid. Hi. So I don't understand why there's so much, like, anger behind that question, because it's, from what I'm hearing, like, they're all legitimate questions from Charles.
Well, he's a cisgendered white male,
Oh.
and you know they
And
tend
Christian.
to be angry.
Oh, and Hamza you're talking about, yeah.
I'm talking about Hamza, yeah. But you know,
I
this
thought
could
you were talking
apply.
about Charles.
Charles might be a cisgender white male also. You know, I don't know what I didn't see his face, so.
Hey, you know, Hamza probably identifies differently from the white moniker now.
But this is the whole point of Islam. Like, you literally just like pick up Islam and you become an expert on absolutely nothing. It's such a horseshit religion that like it gives you this confidence to think that you know what you're actually talking about. This fool
Yeah.
fucking totally just fucking flipped the table over. Like, well, what's the Bible? Why do you believe the Bible? Why do you believe the Bible?
And I'm gonna
He's
be
getting
honest.
hounded on a verse in the Quran that's contradicted. They're all contradicting it. It says something about Jesus being the Messiah arbitrarily, and that he will be a message to all those, and he's the nearest to Allah, and he's coming back, right? Because they believe that. They believe Jesus is coming back too. Because that's what the preachers were preaching when they were hijacking Christianity.
Well,
But
what
they-
I don't understand is like why Hamza was like, just why do you believe the Bible? It's the same reason you believe the Quran, dude. Like,
He doesn't believe the
It's-
Quran, though. He doesn't know what the fucking Quran even says. He just got the bells and whistles from a Taoist, like he's trying to do right now. It's a
oh my
pyramid
God.
scheme.
He's Alan Watson, the Islam religion.
But he picked up Islam from a guy just like him that's going on the internet, not actually reading what Islam is, not actually knowing what the fuck he's talking about. Just thinking that anyone can put on the shoes and be a Muslim.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to pitch it back, right, with this confidence that, the Bible's bullshit, but he doesn't actually know what the Bible says or the Quran says.
He's
Was
just
he, like-
angry.
This is like the staple. This is exactly what Islam is. Like, it did it to Justin. Justin thought he was a genius after he became a Muslim.
Yeah.
You don't know a goddamn thing about the Quran.
Not a
I wonder
damn
why that is though, because I had a friend in the Philippines who was from Lebanon, and I mean I love him to pieces because he was a good person, but there was definitely, anytime religion was brought up, there was this like stone wall, like you can't get through, and all he could talk so confidently for hours about something, and at the end of that conversation, you'd come out of it knowing nothing, like just learned nothing new.
Yeah. You'll never learn anything new about Islam from these new Islamists. Is that what they call themselves? Oh, Muslims. You'll never learn anything new from the new Muslims.
Right. This guy's 36 episodes deep debating Christians, and he still hasn't learned about Timothy yet.
I want to. What was his religious background before he became a Muslim? Do you know that?
He's probably
by
just
any
some
chance?
fucking idiot in the UK that got sold the fucking Kool-Aid, drank the Kool-Aid with the Muslims. So he certainly didn't know about the Bible. He's asking why Timothy's an authority. In 36 episodes debating Christians, he hasn't learned that Timothy is not in the Bible. Like the episode Timothy and 2 Timothy he's the recipient. These are Paul's letters to a guy named Timothy.
Somehow.
So
I'm looking this guy up. I want to see what Hamza's all about pre-Islam.
Timothy doesn't speak in the Bible. He's not an authoritative figure unless you're a Catholic and believe Saint Timothy is revered, the patron saint.
I feel like he was like one of those weak-minded, weak-willed atheists.
Yeah.
And someone
Timothy's just the guy receiving the letters from Paul. And he doesn't know that, unfortunately. He's not aware of that yet. Just like he's not aware of what this guy's asking him. But see, already, he's got two non-Muslims to call. One's fucking pseudo converted to Islam, and they had a Buddha, which they know that, hey, this is just going to be laugh candy for Debate the Facts and David Wood, the apostate prophet. And then the second guy, they kicked because they couldn't deal with it.
What's up with all these fuckboys joining without like a picture and shit?
Where?
Like everyone who joins, they don't
Oh.
have like a picture up. Like, I mean, not a picture, but like their face on camera.
They don't want to be associated.
Not gonna see me.
Oh, there it is. How he came to Islam from darkness to light. He's got a video about how he came to Islam. Oh, he is former ex. Oh, he's an ex-atheist.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, you don't get. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, there's a lot of anger among atheists.
Yeah.
And I personally don't identify as any kind of theist, but I would never want to associate myself with that type of atheist because there's just so much resentment and anger behind everything they say. It's not a willingness to learn. It's not a willingness to teach. It's just a willingness to fucking shit on people for no reason. And his fucking about section too says, I'm here to help Muslims and non-Muslims alike understand Islam, atheism, and Christianity. So please subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I came out of that understanding less about Islam.
He still hasn't taught me anything yet. I have not heard him say anything about Islam. He's not answered any of the questions. He's let the real Muslims, fucking have a go at it. But you know, even Abdul hasn't spoken up yet. You know, and I'm like, I do see someone up here with a picture.
They're like the fucking Muslim atheist experience.
The Muslim atheist experience. Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Yeah. They got more Muslims than that motherfucker now.
Yeah, I know. I see. It's a gangbang.
Hell yeah.
No, but we should do this. We should go up on Clubhouse or something like that. Muslims come defend your beliefs.
Yeah.
And have the Muslims come in and we'll just fucking rag them on and then kick them off the stream.
You want to do it tomorrow?
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
We'll just drag them on like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Just barrage them with a bunch of bullshit, and then when they try to respond, just kick them off. Like fuck you, fuck you.
Send them to the goo. Do you have Clubhouse, Katie?
No. What is that?
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Sweet.
Gonna love it.
They're coming after you a question and don't even give it no 2 cents of your time. Just fucking boot them off the stream. Go, no, you're being ridiculous.
I mean, fuck. If I was a less kind person and I could just get away with calling somebody an idiot and then booting them off the stream, like yeah, I would do that all the time.
Yeah, you could do that. Well, you can do that in Clubhouse. Some people are report. How can I say this without sounding derogatory? Report nags. There's, just replace a letter. They're report nags. And,
Gotcha.
You get those on there, but you really gotta like do or say something that's like derogatory towards or towards a group of people. If you're not doing any of that and you're just booting them down, they're not gonna do shit.
Hey, well, if I'm calling other people idiots in the name of religion, I can get away with it, right?
No.
Fuck.
I'm kidding. Yeah, you can.
Oh, good. All right, Hamza.
Let's see. We'll go to. I noticed like about 20 minutes ago that this video is like freaking 3 hours, 3.5 hours long. That's like a Lord of the Rings level. And I don't have the patience to watch any of those Lord of the Rings movies ever again. I only watched once and that's it. So skip forward a bit, if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, let's see how he handles, because his patience is probably even thinner than it was at the beginning of the stream. So let's see how he handles Ramesh.
You get when this guy comes in.
Yeah. Yep. I got you.
You're right there. No, back, right there.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
You reminded me of someone who's gone like Britain's Got Talent, just stood on the stage, and everyone's like, "Wait for you to do something," and you're like, "Yeah, what? What you here to say, my man?"
What? You what?
I want to defend Hinduism.
You want to defend Hinduism, so you're a Hindu.
Yeah.
And you want to defend Hinduism. Which part of Hinduism are you here to defend?
The flying caveman part.
Which part? There are a lot of parts. Which part do you want?
Super Neanderthal,
reincarnation.
What's there to defend? It's a It's a fact in Hinduism. They believe it. What's there to defend?
Why do you believe reincarnation? So, just so I understand reincarnation, do you believe human beings can become animals in their next life?
They can become anything. What's there?
All right. And what's the deciding factor as to what they become next?
Their actions.
So
Their
how?
elections?
Let's say, for example, somebody reincarnates as a
Mhm.
squirrel.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got a squirrel now. So someone's died and they've reincarnated as a squirrel.
I would love to come.
What
Okay.
actions can this squirrel perform to achieve some better next incarnation?
Eating a lot of nuts.
No,
Nuts.
as a squirrel, it will live its life and die until it become as human. It
Oh,
won't get liberation. Yeah.
so a squirrel doesn't reincarnate when it dies.
Yes, it will take some lives to become human again. Yeah.
So when the squirrel dies,
Yeah.
then what does it become?
For that, there is a big book. The 18 Puranas are there. You have to study. You can study with that. I cannot
Right.
explain in this 2-minute video.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll say it again to you. When a
Yeah.
squirrel dies,
Okay.
how does it determine
That sucks.
what it's going to get next?
Mm. As a squirrel, what it should have to do, it should do that. That's all.
Do all squirrels do what squirrels do?
Mostly, but some may
What would you define
misbehave.
as a naughty squirrel? What would you define as a bad squirrel?
I've seen this. You had asked this repeated question. What's your obsession with these squirrels? I don't know. You
My
follow. You
obsession-
will.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'll say it again to you. How does a squirrel? What makes a squirrel a good squirrel? What makes a squirrel a bad squirrel?
A squirrel is a vegetarian, right?
I'm sorry.
A squirrel is a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian. I mean, is it a carnivore or a herbivore?
A squirrel.
Yeah.
It's an
I'm
herbivore.
asking you.
Well, it eats nuts.
I'm sold.
It eats nuts.
He did a way
So
better
it's a
job.
herbivore. So it eats vegetarian, right? Yeah.
You see how he's still
It might
talking
be
about
insects,
his
I'm not sure.
religion? He's not trying to fucking scoundrel his way out of that.
So it.
So I'll say it again to you. What's the
Okay.
criteria for a squirrel to be a good squirrel? And what's the criteria for a squirrel to be a bad squirrel?
I'm sold on reincarnation.
Squirrels
For
have their
that,
own
there is a
cycle of
big book. It will take 30 minutes to explain. I said it already. You are asking
So you're
again and again
saying
the same
there's
question. Yeah.
just so I understand what you're saying to me now. There's
It's
a
not
big
about
book-
squirrel.
One second. All right, so you've got a big book that tells you
Yeah.
what will determine how an animal will be rewarded or punished.
Not
in its
only
next-
animals, humans, and
we don't-
everything.
No, but humans
Yeah.
have free will. Humans can choose and refuse. You're saying animals can become humans. Therefore, what determines what a human and animal becomes? Let's make it easy then. What will determine what human and animal is?
If a man kills a squirrel in the past life, the harm he has caused to the squirrel, he will be born as a squirrel again.
No,
So
you're
it-
missing the point. You're missing the
Yeah.
point. Do you believe animals can become human beings?
Yes, after very long type of cycles of
Right,
life.
and what will determine what type of life they're going to have based upon their actions as a squirrel?
Animals have a compulsive cyclical lives. They will live, eat, they do
Hey,
all
Rick.
natural life routines, and they will.
We're in a mental mind fuck right now from Hamza. Hamza's trying to figure out a way to fail high school biology.
Oh man.
All right, I'm sold. The guy's not trying to fucking mentally masturbate his way out of his religion. He's saying, yeah, I believe that right, like a human. If you're a dick to squirrels, you become a squirrel.
Right.
Mhm.
And like Hamza's going like, oh really? Well, what does a squirrel need to do to be a human? What does a squirrel need to do? What's the difference between a good squirrel and a bad squirrel? He doesn't understand that there's squirrels that just chill in the trees and get their nuts and go on being a good squirrel and get to go on to be right like millionaires and shit with cars, as opposed to like a bad squirrel, right? A bad squirrel that doesn't do anything that a good squirrel does. This motherfucker doesn't understand a fucking basic concept between right and wrong. A squirrel can fucking do what he's supposed to do, and a squirrel can go off and do not what he's supposed to do.
Right.
He can be up in your garbage stealing your fucking shit.
He could be like biting people and shit and committing murder on other squirrels.
This motherfucker needs to watch one Disney movie to understand the question he's asking. And this guy's been more than patient with him, staying to his religion, not trying to get away from it, but trying to explain the basic. There's a big book we could write on all the bad things a squirrel can do and all the good things a squirrel could do. Okay? But we'll just stay specific. A squirrel needs to live his life as a squirrel. And then he'll go and be something else. Right? If a squirrel kills another squirrel, right? If a squirrel decides not to just mind his own business and chill in the trees and get... Hamza is spending all fucking day trying to get this dude to stumble his word. Because that's what he wants. He wants it to look like this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And unfortunately, he's making himself an idiot out of this whole thing.
Yeah, how are you gonna debate Hinduism with somebody named Ramesh, dude? You're gonna fucking lose.
Lose bad too.
I'm sold on the reincarnation. I'm thinking I'm gonna fucking research Hinduism.
You're gonna be a burrito in your next life, man, seeing as how you abused that one burrito.
You eating cows?
That shit makes way more sense than what these
you're gonna
idiots
be a
do.
cow.
I mean,
just the fact that he stayed his religion. He's not trying to throw Islam back in their face. He's trying to get them to understand
yeah.
the basics of religion, reincarnation.
And here's the thing, at the end of the day, at the root of it, whether it's Christianity or Islam or Hinduism, at the root of it is you get what you fucking deserve at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. If you're gonna be a dick, you're gonna get reincarnated as a dick, probably. Or if you're gonna be a dick, then you get your dick chopped off in heaven or whatever. I don't know.
You get what you get. It's a very simple concept. Retribution is if you're a dick to squirrels, you become a squirrel.
Or you become a squirrel's dick.
I want to come back as like a puppy and be adopted by a loving family.
Just the mere fact that he has not tried to fucking flip the table around back on Islam yet. Right? It shows you his level of patience. He knows that, hey, I actually believe in my religion. If I'm a dick, I'm going to end up reincarnated a dick.
Exactly. I want to be reincarnated as a cow in India in my next life. You know, they are so sacred and revered that there are people that bathe in the urine of cows because of how sacred they are. Could you imagine? That's like gamer girl bathwater, but like cow. That's bad to say. I feel bad for saying it. No, I don't. No, god damn it, I will be a cow in my next life.
You're just gonna be peeing on motherfuckers and shit. I
Dude,
thought you were
yeah.
gonna like say like they were just like bathing the cows. Jesus Christ. Bathing in that piss.
Oh yeah.
You ate too much air, so you're going to be a cow in the next life?
What?
You ate too much food, so you think you're going to be reincarnated a cow?
No. No. If I live a holy life, because cows are very revered in India and Hinduism. So if I'm extra super good and I like pay my taxes on time and shit, then I'll be a cow, hopefully.
And then we'll want to eat you.
No, they don't eat. They don't eat cow in India.
Yeah, they don't eat cows.
I want to be reincarnated as Taylor in my next life. Holy shit, that'd be a trip.
God, no. Wait. Oh my god. Oh dear Lord. Katie, all you'd have is the missionary position.
You know, that's all I need. Yeah,
I'm
give an
totally
inch, take a mile.
Hindu sounds like a good religion. It makes more sense.
Wait, what? It makes more sense. You know what? You're right. I gotta agree with you there.
He's not really scared of his religion. Like, these idiots are all scared of their religion. He's not scared of his religion.
He doesn't have like an angry god.
Yeah, like what's the worst that could happen? You get reincarnated as a squirrel. That's not so bad.
This is a basic concept I can understand. Like, you get what you deserve. Like, if you've been a dick, you've been eating animals your whole life, you're gonna end up an animal that has to get eaten. It's punishment.
I'll come back as a fuzzy honeybee.
It's a just cause. Like, you kill animal, you eat the animals. All right. So when you die and you come back to life, you're like, hey, look, I'm an animal. I have all this freedom, right? And then somebody comes to eat you.
And then you get to know how that shit feels.
Yeah, that's not hard to understand that concept. This idiot's over here struggling.
Dude, look at how red his face is, this motherfucker's face.
He's literally trying. He's trying his hardest. Like, he's using every mental capacity he has, trying to not understand that.
He looks like he's mid shit.
Right, so what's the determining factor?
Zoom in on his face, cause
yeah, zoom in on that face. That man is, he is emotionally constipated. That man has not pooped in days.
Not one dump was taken, man.
Mm-hmm.
The hat is too tight on his head. You know what I'm saying? Like that, John.
Constricting blood flow.
Have you ever seen an instant karma video on YouTube?
Yeah.
Does those people know anything about Hinduism?
But they get it, man. You be a dick and you get dick energy thrown at you.
Karma is not something that's hard to understand, except unless you're Hamza.
Look at this man. He's got like four veins popping out of his forehead at once.
He can't figure out what karma is.
They call it emotional damage. And that's what he's going through right now, is a lot of emotional damage.
Jesus. I really thought Islam taught like tolerance of other religions, and this guy is just going full frontal attack. Like, I don't get it.
You don't even understand Islam. These are fucking pseudo-intellectuals. They're even pseudo-Islamic. They're pseudo-Muslims. They don't even understand what to be a Muslim is, because they don't spend any time studying their religion. They're all on the internet thinking that, right? They're like self-admiration society on the internet. That's where they spend most of their time.
Mental masturbation.
Thinking they're smarter than they actually are.
But they are smart.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand what karma is.
So what's the determining factor of reincarnation from an animal to a human being? What will determine the type of life you're going to be reincarnated?
Only the person who is in his last life can surpass that animal instincts. Other animals just live and die. That's all. They behave according to their normal nature. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, listen to my question.
Okay.
That was the answer to your fucking question.
Thanks, yo. That
said,
really was.
if you live your normal nature, right? You're a squirrel. You go get your nuts. You go back home. You eat your nuts. You'll be a good squirrel. You don't go out causing trouble and shit, going up in people's cars, going up and getting garbage and shit like that. You live your normal life.
Exactly.
Hey,
You're
so
not
look,
a purveyor of a squirrel on a squirrel
you didn't
crime.
give the answer that I wanted you to do. You did not baffle. You did not flounder. You did not ramble. You did not do all the things I said to my audience you would do.
Ooh. This man is still struggling, man. Look at that constipation face.
Yeah, zoom in on him again, Ray. He said, living a squirrel's life, living a natural squirrel life. All right.
And this guy's got like a lifetime and a half of turd backed up.
He is stuck.
And right, as a Muslim, you will believe in a natural human life. You're supposed to do everything that your creator tells you to do. All right, that's what a natural human's supposed to do. But then other humans deviate from that path. All right. Well, that's the same thing he just told you about the squirrel. The squirrel's supposed to go get the nuts, supposed to live his normal life, and if he does that correctly, he gets to go be something else, like a human, like a king, a human king or something, or a human with privilege.
There's a he also mentioned like if the squirrel surpasses normal squirrelness in self-awareness. I'm putting this in my own words. I might be phrasing it wrong, but that's when squirrel gets to graduate to other life form, human. You know, in Tibet, dogs are so revered that they're considered the next step before being reincarnated into human.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like if because like dogs are very much human-like in many ways, in the fact that they, read facial expressions, they're social, they're loyal, you know, and as a dog, if you get reincarnated into a human, it meant that you were a really, really good dog.
We were all dogs in our past life.
Oh
but this
man,
is
Think
basic.
about it.
Reincarnation and karma are basic. They're basic concepts in morality. Right? There are things that do too much. There are things that do too little. There are things that do everything they're supposed to do. At the end of the day, they don't care. They're loyal to the soil. All right.
loyal to the
Islam is
soil.
not like that, because Islam, you go to heaven based on your merits, and also based on Allah's mercy. Right? He forgives you for all your faults. So it's like this arbitrary line between how much you actually did and how much Allah actually forgave you. And that's exactly why this motherfucker's confused, because he doesn't even know why he's going to fucking heaven. He doesn't understand his afterlife. There's nothing telling you point blank, like, hey, if you go to mosque every day, you go to heaven. You do this every day, you go to heaven. You don't need Allah. You can do it yourself.
No, this man really heard 72 virgins and said, "Y'all grow out a beard."
Yes. Incarnation is very simple. All right? Whatever you do in this life will be recompensed in the next. Right? You'll be reincarnated. You eat a lot of meat, you'll be reincarnated like a goat or a cow, where people want to eat your meat and drink your milk. And after that, you'll be up as a cow and shit and get killed and get killed until you realize, hey, I was fucked up as a human. Now I deserve to be a fucking goat, and then you get elevated to something else, like a butterfly. You can fly around as a butterfly. It's a very simple concept, right? You get what you get.
It's like gun game and COD. Yeah. No, it's not at all.
Idiot Ham sitting there with his
Get resurrected up to an SMG.
I don't know where I'm
going.
going.
Yeah.
I don't know
You do
why.
good
I
with
don't
that
know
pistol.
I don't know what.
Let's hear Hamza get more mad. I want to see what shades of red this guy's face turns.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Become humans, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's turned off
What
their
type of
fucking
what will
camera
determine
now.
what type of human they become?
Based on their karma, what they had done in past life, this life it will give chance for the liberation. The liberation is
Right. So the
Yeah.
animal will be judged on how it behaved, yes?
Animal will not be judged. The person who is in the final life of liberation will be behaving like other than animal. That's what reincarnation
Well,
tells.
you just said karma will decide what human being you become.
Yeah.
So
He-
the karma.
there are
so the
three
karma,
gunas: sattva, rajas, tamas.
So the
According
karma-
to these, yeah.
One second.
Okay.
So the karma, according to the animal, is that what you're saying? The animal's behavior, its life, the karma will be based upon that.
Not because of this animal in this past life, but the human life he has born before, some lives before that. According to that, he will get as a punishment as an animal. Only liberated beings who is in their last life will get an animal. That's a rare 1% chance to pass that animal instinct. That's what
that
I am
makes
telling
sense.
you.
So
Again,
what
you
you're
are
saying is
asking same
animals don't
repeated
become
question.
humans then? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
What?
hold up, pause it real
Animals
quick, because
don't become
I
humans.
want to see if you guys are on the same page as me.
Okay.
So if you go through life, and I think Taylor was saying this too, as a kid you're squishing ants and shit. As an adult, you're eating meat. The subsequent lives that you're born into, that you're reincarnated to, you get reincarnated into an ant, and then you get reincarnated into every animal that you've eaten, right?
Yeah.
And so and then at the last stage, when you've fucking atoned, when you've lived all these lives and developed this sense of, for lack of a better word, empathy, that's when you become a human. So it's not dependent on the animal that you were last. So it's not a matter of the squirrel being a good squirrel. It's a matter of you realizing, like, oh, I probably shouldn't have fucking killed and skinned that squirrel. That's where I'm at. I don't know.
Yes,
Let's
the
keep-
infinite regret. It's not hard. It's only hard for fucking idiot like Hamza, who's gonna be reincarnated in ass in his next life. Now here, Ray, look at it. I sent you the video. Watch. Put it up. I sent a video to the Bang Bang chat. It's called The Basics of Reincarnation.
There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah. Perfect.
We put it up here. But you see, what you basically see here is Hamza's keep asking the same question, the same thing they're complaining about. Well, these guys keep asking us the same question. Hamza's asking the same question, doing exactly what his shit-eating face said he wasn't supposed to, right? The same thing they were complaining about. And the guy isn't trying to filibuster them. He's staying to his religion. So let's hear it. Reincarnation by Hans Wilhelm, right? Kaiser Wilhelm.
What
are you
doing? You can't just... Taylor.
Lifeexplained.com.
Let's just go on like it's normal. Okay.
Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm. And in this video in the Life Explained series, I would like to talk about reincarnation. What is reincarnation? The word carne, of course, means flesh, and incarnation is the process of a soul or spirit entering a physical human body. And reincarnation means the repeated return of that soul or spirit into a human body. Let's take a closer look at it. We are by nature spiritual beings, also called souls. Our true realm of
What'd you say?
We are luminous beings, not this crude matter.
Is that a Star Wars reference?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, it is? I'm so sad I didn't get it.
So I barely caught it. I was like, that sounds so familiar.
Yoda said that to Luke. We are luminous beings, not this crude matter.
Oh,
you
Taylor.
learn what you have learned.
Old head out here getting it.
Yeah, he's getting
existence
it,
is,
man.
of course, spirit. So why would some of us want to incarnate, meaning enter the physical body here on earth? Now the reasons are manifold. Some come here to observe, some come here to assist other souls, some come to explore, some come to simply enjoy physicality. But the vast majority of us come here because we are bound to the cycle of reincarnation. Which means we still have unfinished business here on earth. Reincarnation gives us the opportunity to complete and heal anything that has not been resolved or completed in a previous lifetime. As souls, we intuitively know what we still have to clear up. Any hurt, any pain, any loss that has not been atoned for or forgiven will call us back into another life. Nobody's forcing us to go, but we know that we cannot spiritually advance until we have healed everything down here. We therefore have a deep desire to make amends or experience the effects that others once suffered from our thoughts, words, actions, which is called karma. Therefore, out of our own free will, we choose to reincarnate once again. By the way, more on what happens before we incarnate is on my video, Life Before Birth. Now, the souls with whom we often have the most of our karma are the members of our future family here on earth. They also have come here for the same reason, to heal and overcome past karmas with each other and with us. Therefore, they are usually of similar vibration than we are. And this is important because we know that our soul can be only attracted to parents of similar vibrations. We may have been in this particular family many times before, but in different constellations and maybe in different sects. It can be that we have been the mother or father of our future parents in a previous lifetime. And together as a family, we have created causes that now change us together as karma. And now we have the chance and reincarnate again and loosen these chains and undo this karma, which will result in mutual freedom. What happens here in this family applies to all other people who we meet in our life, at work, in clubs, our neighbors. We either are attracted or repelled by some of them, and that usually means that there is some karmic ties that needs to be cleared up. Now you may wonder, if this is all true, why don't we know much about karma or reincarnation? Well, there is no absolute need to know about reincarnation to have a successful life here on earth. We are all given some wonderful tools that tell us how to live our lives on earth. Most souls incarnate into cultures that have one dominant book of wisdom. That can be the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, and so on. And in all of them, they have the same basic rules of life and the golden rule that says, don't do unto others what you don't want them to do unto you. They say it in different words, but the meaning is the same. And in the Western world, we also have the 10 Commandments and the Sermon on the Mount. They are straightforward, very simple, not complicated. In a few words, we are advised not to kill, not to lie, not to cheat, not to steal, have no idols, and respect our parents and help and assist all those less fortunate than we are. But most of all, also to love and honor God who is in everyone and everything around us. The problem is that we also know about all these basic rules of life prior our incarnation. But once we are here on this earth plane, we easily forget. We are bombarded by so many distractions and temptations that we can easily forget our ideals and the reason why we incarnated. We get lost in our ego, materialism, and selfishness. So once again, we might make new or similar mistake as in the past, and then we are even more trapped in the cycle of reincarnation. But if we live consciously by the basic rules of life, like the Golden Rule and the 10 Commandments, we can bring our soul into a higher vibration. That means when we die, our soul will then be attracted to a higher level of existence than we were before we incarnated. Eventually, we will no longer need this life and death cycle here on earth and continue our education and our growth of consciousness in the higher realms. Now, some of us may wonder why we usually don't remember any of our previous lifetimes. This is purposely hidden from us because we should live in the here and now, and exact knowledge about our former incarnations would only burden us. Think about it. We may have hundreds of former lives, and many we have done and done awful things. Now, this knowledge alone would overshadow our decisions in carrying out our daily tasks. Once we understand the dynamics of the law of reincarnation, everything falls into place. Suddenly everything makes sense. Why are some poor, others are rich, some healthy, others sick, why there are wars, and so on. I have always been amazed by the incredible love and perfection that rules our magnificent universe. Naturally, this was only a very short overview, and I hope you are inspired to study more on this incredible subject. Did you know that reincarnation was a fundamental part of the original Christian teachings and that it was later banned by a Roman emperor? Come join me in part 2 of reincarnation and I will tell you more about it. You may also enjoy the video.
I didn't know that about Christianity. That's
I didn't either.
interesting.
But see, reincarnation makes much more sense than a fucking marry a 9-year-old.
My thing is, I feel like that was kind of the whitewashed version of reincarnation, because I think that implies that there's a limited number of souls in the grand scheme of things. I think it's, I think in Hinduism it's Brahma or Atman, right, which is divided into all of us, and at one point we were all, at some point, one point, whatever, like I was Ray was me, I was Taylor was me, etc., etc. Like we're all experiencing this karmically. We're karmically tied, guys.
I was not no poop off in my previous life.
What? You were pook off in your previous life?
No, I would have remembered having the pook off in my previous life, so no.
You probably repressed that, dude. Because you got the burrito breath now.
I'm actually kind of glad I don't remember my previous lives. It might have been like a slave master or some shit like that,
Oh,
might have
shit.
been like some damn, maybe Hitler. I might have been Hitler. I don't know. I could, we could have been anybody. And, homie's right there. The fact that we don't remember is probably because of, like, maybe either the good times or the bad times and shit. And we do got to live in the here and now, And I think about that quite a lot. I'm like, why was I born me? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a good reason behind it. Might not be. It might just be happen chance. But I can dig reincarnation. If
I
was
dig
to be
it.
reincarnated, I definitely would want to be reincarnated as like a member of Donald Trump's family or some shit. Like a future grandkid or something. I don't know.
I would want to be just a very well-fed corgi. Very well-loved with a dump truck ass.
Eating and shit. Yeah, there you go.
Eating and shit, yeah. Not eating shit, but eating and shitting separately. I don't want to get that poo cough in my next life.
Shoot. What you gonna be in your next life, Taylor?
Huh?
What you planning on being in your next life?
Work boots.
A pair of work boots.
What the fuck?
Fuck my work boots up. So that work boots.
Aw.
Nah, that's sad.
But doesn't that intuitively make you want to take care of the things and the people and the animals and the living things in your life, though?
Not at all.
No, I mean but the whole ideology behind it, right? I'm not gonna kick the shit out of my dog because in my next life I could be my dog, right?
Well, you won't be your dog, but you'll be a dog.
I would be a dog, right?
And then somebody will be kicking the shit out of you, and then like the Lion King movie says, the circle of life. The antelope.
And then I bite that person and then get euthanized or some shit.
The antelope eats the grass. We eat the antelope. When we die, we fertilize the grass. Hence the circle of life.
It's a good fucking movie.
I love that movie. It's the best movie in the world.
But that's how easy that shit is to understand. That's why that guy wasn't trying to get away from his beliefs like the Muslims usually do. They're not scared of their own beliefs. It's a very easy thing. This reincarnation.
Mhm.
If you're a dick to something, you're gonna get reincarnated that thing, and then you're gonna have to deal with all the bullshit you had to put up with yourself.
You're gonna get reincarnated as a squirrel dick if you're a dick to squirrels.
Islam don't have no explanation like that. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's not meant to make sense.
When I was in elementary school, I knew this kid that got bit by a squirrel. I'm sure that squirrel is like running around as a human being right now. Yeah.
It's probably
The elevator.
Matthew.
Yeah. I know. I love you.
Matthew's gonna reincarnate as that damn sex pillow.
He's gonna reincarnate as a butt plug.
He's gonna have to live a whole fucking life of jizz on him.
He's coming back as a butt plug, full force.
Yeah, do you think if you like punched the sex pillow, you think it would just like shatter?
It probably cries.
Yeah, if you threw it up against the wall, it'd probably break into a million pieces.
If there's anything I wouldn't want to come back, it's definitely not as Matthew sex pillows. Oh God.
Maybe we should stop talking shit about it so we don't reincarnate as it.
Talking shit about it won't reincarnate you as a fucking sex pillow.
God's like, that's a good idea. Inanimate objects. Oh, yes. Things that human beings don't want to be. Oh, how about a cup of coffee? I'm going to just make you a cup of fucking coffee. Or I'm going to make you a fucking cigarette and somebody will fucking smoke you and shit. You know, that will be your next life. Yes.
We should have the fucking clubhouse where we go in there and tell Muslims to come defend their shit and just fucking berate them and fucking change the subject and kick them off the screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Taylor, I feel like you'd be the man for the job though, because like you're really good at that shit.
Who's on clubhouse?
You want to do it now?
Might as well.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd like to try. I don't know what it is.
You don't have a clubhouse Pukoff?
Dude, I don't know. It's like Club Penguin or what?
You gotta get
It's
a clubhouse.
Here, I'm gonna send you a link to it.
Yeah, send me a link to it.
Do you have a laptop?
I do, yep.
All right. You have a working phone?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna send you the link to Clubhouse and Club Deck. Club Deck is for the computer, and Clubhouse is for the phone.
Weird, okay. I'll just do the one on the computer for now and download the phone one later.
Yeah, you can do that. Oh, yeah.
What does your shirt say, by the way? Socialism distancing? Oh, excellent.
Yep. Got it from the Hodge twins.
Nice.
Name drop. Where is it? Club Deck? Club Deck. Yeah, because that's what I use is Club Deck right now. My phone is off, so I can't even go on Clubhouse on my phone and shit. I'm all like poor.
Don't talk shit about your phone, dude. You'll reincarnate as it.
There's a busted Samsung and shit. Why do I have cracks? What is going on with me?
I would much rather be a Samsung than a fucking iPhone, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Androids are way better.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? How the hell do I get...
I've dropped this one Samsung phone that I had into the toilet like 3 times, and it came back just fine.
Let's get this fucking clubhouse shit. Let's just go. This is the arena. We gotta call it something else, like the octagon.
Octagon.
The octagon, yeah. The octagon. Muslims come defend Islam. And we'll just
Hell yeah.
them off we'll just berate them. And if they have a question, just like don't even just berate their question and fucking kick them off.
Just deflect and then
I gotta make
ban them. I'm gonna be right back.
How the hell do I... get to? Oh, here it is, right here. All right. Found a link. Copy. Boop. Open up friggin' Facebook. Yeah, because you know what? I was in James's Tires room one time and shit. I just like fucking went off. I was like, you guys never fucking answer a question straight. You guys are always doing this bullshit. Fucking circle jerk. Motherfucking mental masturbation. But I ended up getting booted down from. I ended up getting booted down to the goo. I was doing too much. I'll admit that. I'll admit that much. I was doing way too much.
Never admit anything, Ray.
I mean, I don't feel bad about it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I was you know James Gibson. I was in one of his rooms, and let me see. Let me find you on there. I posted the link to the Club Deck app for you.
Oh, sweet. Yep, it's downloading right now.
Oh, all right, cool. Damn, that was fast. A little speedy.
Oh yeah, I got right on. Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Hey now, I'm the different kind of brown. I'm the Filipino kind.
There you go. Hell yeah. You were oh yeah, I was thinking about this too. What is Mexicanese?
Oh yeah, that's me.
Oh, why is this thing popping up like so many times? There we are. What'd you say it was called, Taylor?
The Octagon, I think.
That's the name of the.
We'll call it the Octagon. Next week we can review our clubhouse antics.
All right. How do you spell Octagon? Did you spell it? Did you spell it right? Probably spelled it with an A.
Some is fire. Ain't nobody say more stupid shit on the internet than Muslims do.
Maybe we should cut the live and release our one audience member.
All right, here we go.
The facts.